welcome to another video. Thank you for watching and welcome to my face. My name is Amanda, if you guys didn't know that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click subscribe so you can stay tuned to more. So I can start off a video. I haven't done this in a long time. Actually no, I just filmed like 3, but you know. Please ignore my makeupless skin today. My grandmother has me on this no foundation will clear up your skin kind of kick. So I tried to compensate for a bright lip. I don't know if it's working, but please ignore the pimples. Today we are going to be going over my first tattoo experience, and it's pretty exciting because it's been a roller coaster. I have the studio I got done with is Solitary Studios in Oshawa. They were so nice, super nice, and they actually let me film a lot of it, just not knowing it was for YouTube, but like just for my own personal viewing. So my friend Snapchatted just like most of it. So you guys actually will get to see the whole entire thing now. So much can happen in 20 minutes though.
Not really.
Comfortable with it. How you doing, Amanda?
I'm okay.
Does it hurt?
Yes.
Are you okay though?
Yeah.
Don't hold my hand.
I can't feel my hands, so like.
I will say this is a pretty common tattoo. I've done it.
I was gonna get a quote done, and then I called my mom. I don't know if you heard me talk about it before, but I called my mom and I'm like, oh, I got a tattoo, and then she's like, what did you do?
Are you joking?
Oh my god.
You're joking.
You're joking, right?
You're not.
Give me back the money that I gave you.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I wish you would have just gotten the rose, because I was gonna get, you gave me so much to remember, and then just the rose bud next to it.
Better off with just the rose. Better off with just the rose.
Yeah.
So we decided, we came to a compromise, which surprisingly I didn't think she was gonna settle to, and me just getting the rose. And then because like my aunt that passed away, her last name was Zeros, and then my great grandmother. So where would you say is the most painful part?
Depends on the person. Something that's actually going to take 16 hours. So you do as much as you can in one shot. And you bring them back, and you do as much as you can in the next shot.
This is showing from Cedar on Sirius XM's Octave.
Neil,
Yeah?
are you saving everything that you take?
No, but I'm putting it all in your story so you can save it after.
She's your autobiographer.
Yeah, right? Isn't it, and
When you're like
friends are
famous,
for?
you should hire me to be your like social media person.
It's like an episode of South Park. Cartman's upset that he put to school and jumping out the window.
Oh. Sure. This track is the bigger amount.
He does such a good job with Cartman, they make him do it. I mean, Vin Diesel.
So first I'm going to talk about what I got, why I got it, which I got a rose. I got it to symbolize my great grandmother who passed away in December, because one of the main memories I have from her house before she moved to an apartment was that she had this huge garden and just remember flowers everywhere. So I thought, like, okay. And then my aunt passed away a couple years ago, and her last name had the word Rose in it. So I thought it was a nice little tribute to the both of them. I was originally going to get the quote, one of two quotes, either "You gave me so much to remember" or "I still stop and think of you." And I didn't, and you guys will find out why when I start talking about a different topic in this video. But it took about 20 minutes to half an hour to get to finish, and it costed me $70 before tax. I think I ended up paying about $90. I think I paid about $90 or $95. I don't actually have my receipt on me. It was $70 though for the tattoo, and then I tipped, I think, 15% or so. So maybe $95 that I paid. Just because the man was very funny. I think he thought like we were joking around the entire time, and it made it a very enjoyable process. I went to, like, one of my friends got a couple of tattoos in the Oshawa area, and I actually chose to go to a different studio than her just based on my research that I did, and I'm very happy with the choice that I made, so I definitely recommend checking them out. I actually emailed them about 2 weeks after my great-grandmother passed, trying to book an appointment, and they were fully booked for the holidays. So we scheduled it for mid-January, and I went in. I was able to bring 3 friends along, and it was nice because we had a fun time. We were talking, joking around. It was a good experience overall. Super clean, and I didn't think it hurt at all. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 3. And I've always thought that I would be like in so much pain with a tattoo because I just think I'm a wimp. But I guess not. It was on my rib cage right here, which you guys will be seeing a lot of. I'm actually wearing the same shirt that I was when I got done, not by coincidence. I did not find it as painful as I thought I would. I don't have anything really to compare to. I got my ears pierced when I was a newborn, so I don't actually recall that pain level. Like, I think hitting your funny bone causes me more pain. Like, if you can tell in the video, I was laughing, smiling, talking, no problem. My biggest concern was breathing. I was always worried that, oh, if I take a deep breath, like, I'm gonna jostle the needle and whatever, but no, it went really well. How I told my parents. I recommend using the system. It worked well for me. I'm really happy with how everything worked out. But I actually called my mom the day before I was getting it done, and I was like, "Hey Mom, I have to tell you something. Don't be mad." And she's like, "Okay, like what, like freaking out. Like, I got a tattoo." And then she was just flabbergasted. She's like, "What? How dare you? Like, what did you get? I can't believe you did that." And I'm like, "I'm not going to give you any more money. You're just wasting your money." And then so I told her what I got. I told her I got the quote and then a little tiny rosebud beside it. And then she said, "I wish you would have just gotten the rose." And I'm like, So then I was like, after she got the anger out, and I'm like, well, what if I told you I haven't actually gotten it done yet, but I have an appointment tomorrow to go and get it done? And she's like, "Well, I tell you not to do it." And I'm like, "Well, how about if I just get the rose, like you said?" And then, so she kind of started warming up to the idea, and like, especially my dad, he wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I was like, "Please, please." And then I was like, "What if every time someone dies, you're just gonna get a tattoo on your body?" I'm like, "No." Like, flowers, I know a lot of people in my family who would really enjoy flowers and like have gardens and put a lot of work and effort into them, so I feel like it is pretty universal. It's also really pretty and delicate, which I enjoy. So it's just something that gave those people that are so important in my life a nod and a memory, and I know they're always with me, but it's also like a permanent reminder, and I really like that. So I definitely recommend using that technique to tell your parents about your first tattoo. It worked for me. I actually got the tattoo a little lower than I was first intending it. I originally wanted it a little bit higher, curving to like the boob, but just because I wanted it like close to my heart, that was kind of the idea of getting on my rib cage instead of somewhere else, like behind the ear and the wrist. I wanted it close to my heart. And the artist was saying he thought that like because of where the placement was, if it was higher, it had a higher chance of getting irritated because of like your bra rubbing against it or something like that. So we did decide to put it a little lower. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of a cute place because it kind of keeps out under like when I'm wearing swimsuits compared to being completely covered. So that worked out. As for aftercare and how it healed, it went really well at first. It was healing. It looked great. I really enjoyed how it looked. And then about a month and a half later, it started coming up with some spots. I have a picture. I don't have any earlier pictures, but I have pictures from April, which is about a month after they started showing up. And I got really concerned. I thought maybe because it was right after I went away, I was like, maybe I spent too much time in the sun. Maybe that irritated it. Maybe I didn't put enough sunscreen. Maybe I didn't heal properly. Maybe I was wrong. I was just really worried that I did something wrong. A couple other things were happening with my skin at the same time. I went to a doctor about a month and a half after they started showing up, and I showed him my other issue and that issue, and he said that they weren't related. So he told me just to buy a over-the-counter cream for it. Let me grab it actually. So he recommended that I used a hydrocortisone just over-the-counter cream. So I did. I used it once or twice a day, and I was kind of concerned because you're only supposed to use it for a maximum of a week, and I used it for a week and nothing happened, and I took a couple days off, and then I tried again, and I tried using oils, which I know you weren't supposed to do because I was so concerned about putting heavy creams on it because you're supposed to clog it, and I'm like, well, if it's not completely healed, this is going to cause an issue. And I was just very concerned about how it was healing. I was like, should I go to the doctor? As you can tell from the photos, it did look a little bit concerning. The entire thing was covered in these dots. And then I went to another doctor for my skin condition, and he told me something else. And then I finally went to another one, my family doctor, who actually knew what he was talking about. And he actually diagnosed, well, he stated that he believed that I had psoriasis, and he recommended me to a dermatologist. One of the side effects of psoriasis is that whenever your skin undergoes trauma, it tends to occur in that area. Like you have a higher chance of it occurring in that area. So when you get a tattoo, that's pretty much what it is. It's causing trauma to your skin. You're putting a foreign substance into your skin. And so that caused the entire area to develop psoriasis, because the rest of my psoriasis is pretty scattered about, but that entire area caught psoriasis on it. I started using betamethasone about a week and a half ago, and I've seen such great improvement in it already. It looks a lot less red, a lot less irritated, and it's starting to heal in parts. So I don't think this is going to be a common experience for most of you. I think about 1 to 5%, something like that, of the US population has psoriasis. And especially if you got on tattoos already, it won't be a problem. You would have probably figured it out by now. But it just to be aware of, and if you do have a reaction similar to mine, maybe go to a doctor. Definitely check it out. Don't put it off like I did, because I put this off for months because I was like, exams more important, school's more important, I don't have time for this. But I do wish I would have brought it sooner, because it probably would have been healed by now. And now I'm just going to show you how it looks now. Please keep in mind it's still healing. From what I see, I don't think the psoriasis affected the actual tattoo much. It's just that it does still look a little spotty. I call them my spots. And I'm going to get a little dog, a Dalmatian. I'm going to name it Sai. Still like psoriasis, but that's in the future. That's another story. But I'm so happy I actually have a diagnosis now, and I actually know how to cure it. So I do love my tattoo. I don't regret getting it. I still plan on getting more, especially because the paint on this one wasn't anywhere close to what I was expecting. I want to get a moon on my inner finger with my cousin, and then I also want to get Carpe Diem or an airplane or something, like to live your life, because this is the only one you got kind of thing. am going to wait until this is fully healed and maybe my psoriasis flare-ups, we find a cure for, not a cure, but like a method to subdue them a bit, because it has been really bad and I don't want to endure this process again, especially at the very beginning of the tattoo. And like when it's starting to heal, I don't want to make it go through that. But I am really excited, and I do recommend, I don't recommend getting a tattoo, but I do think that if it's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it, because yellow. So let me just show you. Don't mind my belly fat. I'm actually wearing like a longer bra today, so that's why it's covered. But as you can see, there's still some spotting underneath and around, but it is starting to clear up like in the middle. Try to get you guys in focus. It is quite typical. There's a lot of people that I've seen online with similar, but this one just, it's specific to me. It has my meaning. It has like the designer's a little bit of a different touch due to the artist that I went with, but it's mine and I know what's behind it and I know why I got it, and that's all that matters. And I guess now that you guys do too. Oh, I love it so much. It looks so cute. So I do recommend, if you're in the area, to go to Solitary Studios. I give them 2 thumbs up. Great people. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer it. I think I touched every topic that I want. I have this like little bun ponytail going on right now. Fun. I think I answered everything, but I'm always more than welcome to answer down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.